Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rock it. Watch out, go.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A throw over the middle taken in, and that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
They'll look to throw here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. Henry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Here's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Ready? 70, Indy. Don't say nothing.
On play action, they'll throw. He completes it to Henry. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the 2 jet bombers. The 2 jet bombers. Hey, echo.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Touchdown!
Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Chargers 14, Seahawks 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now a first down carry for Harris. Levante David in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Single, slot.
Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete. It's Henry.
Ready?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Set, ready?
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Go. Shoot.
They're going to look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Hey, high 7.
57 to Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing to do.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Got the
Deep river.
Back to throw here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score. Chargers 28, Seahawks nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Hey, seam 6, 5.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Able to make one man miss, but he will be corralled around the 10-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. Hit it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their play.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
We got 4.
5.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Watch 9. Man left.
Get it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now at 200 yards already in this first half, and he's not done yet. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. Trey Stone, travel. Smooth.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On the draw, it's Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Mark 57. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. But you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Friday.
Finds the mic. Better bring it.
You gotta go in and out. Let's go. Tempo.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Quick, quiet, Nani.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, it's Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Hey,
keep it up, keep it up.
On second and 11 now, Wilson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Derwin James with a pick, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got Gordon open, completes it. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Right there, 54, right there.
He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And my goodness, another interception. Picked up on Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll try to right side this time here with Gordon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A very solid gain of 27.
Ready? 10 over. We own it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Parks. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The intended receiver there, Allen. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to Adams. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Gun.
Now Wilson going to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Down. 50. Plant.
54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check the
They'll run on first down. Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
They'll set up the throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
I probably just want to put this one behind them. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on third and long. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Zebra.
Finds the mic. Tackles. Mike 5. Hey, man.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, it's Gordon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.